Hey crafty friends, it's Alyssa with Crafting to Cope, and I'm on today with a fun tutorial. So when I did my Valentine swap, Caroline over at My Crafty Adventures sent this adorable candy box to me as a hostess gift, and I just loved it. So of course I had to ask her where she got it, and she told me it was from American Crafts. So she's quite the enabler. I had to go over there and order it. And so I wanted to be able to make my own. So I ordered one, and I'll link it down below. With the code that I have down below, you can get an extra 10% off. It doesn't cost you anything. It's just a code for you to get an extra 10% off. But I just thought this was so adorable. So I ordered the punch board, and it is We Are Memory Keepers punch board. And if you've never used these punch boards, I absolutely love them. I have so many different punch boards for like pockets and tags and flowers and all kinds of things, and I'm going to try and share some of them with you, but I wanted to share this one with you because I just thought it was so fun to create some fun little Easter goodies. It's great for candy and for different packaging. And so you can make out of this little punch board, you can make them in sizes from like 4 inches long all the way up to like 12 inches long. And so this one is from a 12-inch long paper. And so there's nothing in it right now, but it just makes this cute little box, and then you can decorate it however you wish. And I believe this one is, I want to say 8 inches long. So I just made a different variety of them and then decorated them. And this one was 5 inches long. So it's just this cute little box that you can put like a candy treat in or something. They're just so cute. And so I'm going to go through with you how to make one. And so what you're going to need is the punch board. You're also going to need paper trimmer so we can trim the paper down to the size that we need. And then some, let's see, something to tie on the end. So some ribbon, however you want to decorate the end, and then some stickers. Obviously you're going to need a piece of paper. And then I also use these little elastic hair ties on mine. You don't have to, but I just find it easier. So I have a variety of stickers here that we can use to decorate when we're done. So I'm going to show you how easy it is. So for every one that you make, you want the width to be 7 inches, and then you can make it however short or long you want, from 4 inches up to 12 inches. And so I'm going to cut this down to the size that we're going to use. And so I'm going to cut it to the 7 inches. And then let's do one that's 10 inches. So because I did one that was 12, one that was 8. So let's do one that's 10. So then hang on to your scraps. You can use them. You can also make another one out of it. So we're going to put that aside, and that's all you need your cutting board for. And then when you open up your punch board, I just put it back in the packaging just so you could see what it looked like when it came back. It comes with an instruction sheet, which is super easy with pictures. So it comes with an instruction sheet, and then it comes with the punch board, and then built into the punch board is the scoring tool that you need. And so it is so simple. You're always going to want to start with the 7-inch side and not the longer side. So whatever size you pick, you always want the 7-inch side up here at the top, and there is a line here that says start line. And what I love about the We Are Makers punch boards or memory keepers, if you lose your instructions, they're always right here on the punch board. So you don't have to hang on to the instructions. It'll kind of walk you through what to do right here. But what you're going to want to do is take your piece of paper with the 7 inches up here, and you want to go right to this start line. And so you just line up your paper right on this start line. And then you're just going to push that button. And when you do that, you get your first little triangle. And then here on the punch board, you'll see there's these raised triangles. You just take your piece of paper and fit it right into that triangle. And then you're going to punch again. Then you're going to take this triangle and you're going to put it right here to fit over the double triangles. And here you're going to want to score. So pay attention. So this board ends right here. You want to stop scoring before the end of the board or you'll rip your paper. So what I do is I just start up here, and you want to be very gentle with your scoring. So you don't want to do that. We're still going to make this though. So usually I put my finger here to stop before the end of the board so I don't get a hole, but I think it's okay. What I'll probably do is, we're going to learn by Alyssa's mistakes. I'm just going to put a little piece of tape because it'll be on the inside of the box so the hole doesn't get any bigger. So don't make my mistake. We'll pay attention this time. So again, you line up here, and then you're going to move over the triangles. Then I'm going to put my finger down here so I know where the board ends, so I don't make another hole. Okay. And then, oh, before you move it, you punch this one. And then you're going to put it right there. Score. Pay attention to the end of your board. Punch. And score, and pay attention to the end of the board. So then we have this half is done. So now we're going to flip it over, but we want this half triangle to be at the start. So what we're going to do is just flip this over and have the start be right here. So we have the half triangle on the same side of the candy box. And this one's a little tricky because I'm not left-handed, but I'm trying to stay in film here. All right. So you don't have to score here because this is the end. And then move that triangle. Score. Pay attention to the end of your board. Punch. It's tricky to do this away from my body, so really it's a lot easier than it probably looks right now. I'm trying to stay where you can see everything, so I'm reaching very far away from my body, and I have short arms. All right, pay attention to the end of the thing so I don't rip it again. And then that's the last triangle we're going to do. Okay. So then the other thing you can do is you flip this around, and if you want a little decorative mark in here, you'll see that the little pieces just come right out from under the board. There's two little triangles here, and if you line up the triangles like this and you punch, it'll give this cute little decorative scallop here. And so we're going to go through and do that for each one. And this just kind of makes the box look a little more finished. Then we're going to flip it over, and we're going to do it on this side as well. Oops, I forgot. Nope, we don't need to do that. Nope, I do need to do that one. So you just line this one up in here. All right. It is so easy, and there's so many fun things that you can put in these little boxes, little treats. I don't know that, I guess I could do this one too, but then I don't think it's going to work. No, because it's at the end. So that's it. And then you'll see all your little bits just go right underneath, and you can brush them off and toss them in your garbage. And then you are done with this. You can use this to kind of score if you would like. So you just fold it and then score on the score lines to get a nice crisp score. And this works better with like thicker paper, not like the smaller or the individual sheets you buy at like Hobby Lobby or Michael's that aren't real thick. You're gonna want like more like almost like a heavier weight so it doesn't rip when you score it. So that's really all that you have to do with the board here. And then this just sits right back in there so you don't lose it. And then what we're going to do is put some adhesive right here. So you have a couple options. You could use wet adhesive. You could use a glue gun if you wanted. You could also just use a tape glue gun runner. You can use both if you're a double adhesive kind of person. I'm just going to put a little adhesive here for the sake of this video. I'm going to go down and I'm just putting it all along this little fold. So there's one little fold here, and then all the rest are the same size. And then all you do is fold the box and line up these edges and make sure you get them perfect. So I usually start over here on one end, and you can line up these triangles, and then you know that it's lined up. And then I do sometimes use this tool again. So I will just go through, now I gotta make sure I just go through and put it in the end and push, so I know my adhesive stays in those corners. And then that is your box. So now you can fill it full of whatever you want. So here's where I use these little elastic hair ties. You can get these on Amazon. You can get them. I buy mine at the Dollar Tree. Just a bag of them. They're elastic hair ties. I use them all the time for things. So you're just going to push in and then put this hair tie on it. And I just do this because I find it easier to tie my bow. And so you can put whatever you want in here. I was gifted these beautiful pokey tools and pens from my subscribers. They're so cute. But if you wanted to send a pen, you could put it right in there, or a pen in a pokey tool set. I mean, obviously you want to put them in there until you get the ribbon on there. So let me get this cute little, so you can just put them in there like that. And then I just put these on there so I can tie my ribbons perfect. Of course, I picked a pokey tool that has a dangle hanging off of it, so it wants to sneak out. So bear with me here. So you just put the elastic around it. And I just find that to be a little bit easier for me to tie my bow. And then I just find which one I want to be the top. And I think I'm going to have this right here be the top. And then I'm going to grab some ribbon. So you can do whatever color ribbon you want. I think I'm going to do, the orange is really cute. Let's see, what should we decorate it with? I found these adorable little stickers at Hobby Lobby. I liked these too. I thought these would be cute on there. I think I'll put some of these cute little stickers on there. Let me decide how I'm going to decorate it, and then we'll put some ribbon on the end. So these stickers are so stinking cute. I just love them. I don't have tons of like Easter stuff, so I went to Hobby Lobby, and look at how cute that little bunny is. I might put him on there. So let's see. I think I'll use the pink ribbon. So then really all you do to tie it shut is you get some pink ribbon or whatever color you want and cut off a couple of pieces to tie your little bow. And I am not the best little bow tire here. It is not my specialty. Everybody has their things. Bows is not mine. I cheat all the time and buy bows, but I have to tie one here, so I'm gonna have to do it myself. And I just tie mine like I'm tying my shoe because I'm not a fancy gal. All right. Then you just get your bow where you want it. Then I'm just going to trim off some of the ends here and then do the other side. And this kind of keeps the contents in there. So you could fill it with candy. You could fill it with a little treat. And the great thing about this is you can use it for wrapping packages. You can make little Christmas goodie favors. There's so many different things you can do with this candy box die or punch board. I just love it. Look at how stinking cute that is. And then it's so easy. I mean, you could put Happy Easter on there. You can do anything. I'm actually gonna just glue this on here. I'm not gonna take the backing off the sticker because it's bigger than the sticker. The sticker is bigger than the box. So I'm just gonna put this little guy right here. Look at how cute. They are just so much fun and so versatile. So here, I have a pokey tool and a pen. You can fill it with some shreds so they don't move around as much. But what a fun way to gift like a pokey tool, a pen, candy, little treats, all kinds of things you could put. You can make these for Christmas and put little candies in them. Like, look at the little one. They are just so fun. I was so happy that Caroline sent this to me because I just can't get enough of how cute this box is and how stinking easy it is to make. So that's my fun little tutorial, how to make your own cute little candy gift boxes. I will link my supplies below. And again, if you want to head over to American Crafts, there is a 10% discount code that you can use. You just click the link and it'll take you right to the product, and you'll see the 10% come off in the cart when you're done. And that code can be used anytime. But thank you so much for stopping by, and thank you so much for enabling me, Carolyn. I really appreciate it. I hope you all have a good day. Bye.